Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Jen in the house. This evening, it's like Saturday evening for me that I'm filming. I was so lazy today, I'm gonna be honest. But I did want to go ahead and do a demo with the ever amazing, yes, glitter, thank you, NATASHADENONA Love Glow Cheek Palette and the NATASHADENONA Love Eyeshadow Palette. So if you would like to see both of these being used and swatched and talked about, then go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do a ColourPop video for Sunday or NATASHADENONA, but you guys seem to like NATASHADENONA quite a bit, so let's just get into it. I know my eyebrows are not the same. It took me forever to even get them to look this good, and they look like absolute shit. Yes, I'm aware. So let's talk about it. NATASHADENONA, this is the Love Glow Cheek Palette. So cute! I'm so excited to see the damn glitter inside floating around. Let's go ahead and do this together. Ah! Hi Jen, how you doing in there? Okay, so this is the blush palette. And there is a cream product in here, which is why, if I can get my fingers on it, Jesus. It has the flap inside that I just lifted up. So you have cream, and then you have three powders. In the last blush palette that she did, she had 2 creams and 2 powders. I absolutely love that one. And so I'm excited. I'm going to use a complex culture brush. Yes, it's dirty. No, I don't care. This is like their contour and blush. So you can use this end to do your contouring if you want. I don't. And then this end is for the blush. So this does work really good for cream products. So we're just going to go ahead and dip into the cream. And then we're going to make a silly face. And put some on. Very subtle, but I like that about her products, that you can build them up. I like to make sure it's nice and precise. I had a lady at Sephora once tell me, you should put your blush on straight because it looks more natural. And I'm like, how does it look more natural to do your blush straight when your cheeks go up? Like, I'm so confused by this. I still ponder this comment because I'm like, what the fuck was she talking about? So let's go ahead and swatch it. So this is the cream base. We have a super glow. We have a glow impact powder. And then we have the diamond powder. So let's go ahead and give it a little swatcheroo. This is an all pink sort of palette. That's the colors right there. So pretty. They're so pretty. So this is the cream, obviously, and then this one is the super glow, and then this lighter colored one is the glow power, the glow impact powder, sorry. And then this one is the diamond powder. So a couple different textures in here. I don't know if you can tell, but definitely is. So let's just go ahead and go back into the cream. I am putting this cream product over powder. So I did my foundation. I used the Jouer foundation. And then I used, excuse me, my nose itches. And then I used the Jouer concealers. On this side, I used the first one that they had, the cream, and then on this one, I used the pen. And at first, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but the pen seems to have a way better coverage. So I'll do a video with those two and do like a wear test or whatever, but I did want to try them out, so I went ahead and did that. All right, so this is the cream. I like that. Let's see, let's look at the eyeshadow palette real quick and see what kind of blush colors, like if it goes very well. Oh, okay. Yes. All right, so let's do this. Let's do the super glow. All right. Wipe off my brush. And then let's do the diamond powder, the really light pink one on this side. I have the chubbiest little cheeks, I swear. And it's like they're not like at the same height. It's very weird. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? And then I think we'll just go ahead and do the Glow Impact Powder on both. I love a glowing, like shimmery blush. I love highlight. I can't get enough of it. My favorite. All right, let's go ahead and look. Oh yeah. Okay, so on this side with the pink diamond powder, you can see more of a shimmer. Whereas the Super Glow is definitely more of just like a nice, healthy glow, like luminous. And then the powder just gives it even more of a luminous effect. I like them both. I will probably mix them all together because that's who I am as a person. But I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn Hill brush and I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out so it's not super harsh. I like to use this for that. And then I'm just going to take the extra and put it all over the head and down the nose and voila. So I am wearing the color Porcelain. I forgot that I had a bunch of samples, so I decided to try a different color because the one I got was way too light. So I'm going to return the one that I got at Christmas for a lighter color. And then I'll be wearing my foundation more often. I love this foundation because you don't have to really heavily set it. And then the concealer was like a dream. This one didn't really crease at all before I put the powder on, and this one really did. So I went through, I obviously can't get rid of my wrinkles. I don't get Botox or anything, so they're just going to be there. But I feel like this side is so much more covered, even like the deep setness of my eyes. So let's move on because that's not what this video is about. So that is the cheek palette. So beautiful in all of its glory. And I just love it. It's so, so pretty. I have become obsessed with blushes lately. Just kind of, I don't know why, but I have. I personally do not like to swatch my eyeshadow palettes. It gets the oils from your fingers on there, and then sometimes they just don't perform as well. So I'm not a fan of swatching my eyeshadows. It looks to be like there's a couple of different textures and formulas in here. Some of them look like they're sort of like the cream to powder, and then the regular matte, and then you've got some kind of duochromes, and then you've got regular shimmers. So there is a mix of all of that in there. I love that so much. This color story is right up my color. What the fuck? This color story is right up my alley. Jesus. All right, let's go in with some highlighter before we get started. I'm just going to go ahead and use a little bit of Mesmerized and Iced out of the Jaclyn Hill Flash palette. So I don't know if you guys got this or if you like it or not, but I quite love it. I think it's a very nice, subtle. Oh my gosh, I need to pluck. Look, I got eyebrow hairs like way down here on my eyelid. Girl, get your life together. All right. But I do. It's so blinding and beautiful, and it just wears really, really nicely. Just my cup of tea, you know what I mean? And all of the colors in here really work for my skin tone. I did try the Laura Geller highlighter that I got from my Boxy add-on. And it's like a peach. It's so pretty. It very much reminds me of the peach in the Dior Glitz palette. Love that for me. All right, we're going to go back in with our other JS brush, and we're just going to mix that on the forehead and sort of buff it out on the face. I don't have any Natasha Denona highlights. You'll have to let me know if that's something that you like or not. I just have never really been one to go for it. I got the little duo of like the blush and diamond highlighter powder, but it wasn't my fave. So there's that. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and go in with one of my favorite brushes, if I can find it here in the mix of all this bullshit. I need to clean my brushes. Found it. This is a Farrah brush. I rubbed all the really cool looking stuff off of it. I don't know what number it is or what kind of brush it is. It's dual ended. It has this kind and this kind. But this blending brush on the end is like so good to start off with your first color or two. So that's what we're gonna do. The first color that I'm gonna go into is the color First. So let's just talk about what the names are. We have First, Lifetime, Heartbeat, Transparent, Trust, Heart, Giving, Pure Love, Commitment, Blind, Soul, Passion, Intense, Valentine, and Dream. So those are the shade names. So I'm gonna go in with First. Alrighty then. And this color looks to be a little more pink than what it looks in the pan. It looks like it's gonna be like a light sort of white color, but it's not. Per you can see, it's coming off pretty colorful. Let's make sure my brush is really clean. Let's just E40 Sigma tapered brush. Let's go for this. I got this Morphe M531 and it's ginormous, but it's tapered and I don't know. Let's see. First, let's see if it's really that pink or if my brush was dirty. No, it's that pink. Okay. I only put concealer and regular powder on my eye to start, and they look nice and crusty on the inner corner there. You guys are super welcome for that. But let's just go back in here. And yeah. So that's super pink. It looks very, very light in the pan, but it is not here. So I've been trying to compile my Will I Buy It video for Tuesday, and there's really not a lot of makeup that's coming out. But to top that off, literally, I feel more like an anti-haul for Tuesday than a Will I Buy It, because there's not a lot that I would buy. How would you guys feel about a Will I Buy It? I'm sorry. Shut the fuck up, Jennifer. How would you feel about an anti-haul? Sorry. All right, I'm gonna go to this light pink color, Valentine, and we're just gonna bring that in. Same sort of zhuzh. My son, his school on Wednesday called and said, hey, we're not having school Thursday and Friday due to too many illnesses, and keep your kids at home type thing. So I was like, dang, must be a lot of kids sick. And so they didn't go to school Thursday and Friday. But his friend's birthday was that Friday, and his parents decided that they were going to go to Branson and celebrate. So they asked if my kiddo could go. And of course, he got to go. So they are there right now and playing putt-putt and going fishing and just having a big time. So that's fun. That's actually the trip that we got for Christmas from my parents is actually in Branson. So he can scope out some of the places before we go. And then we can go do some fun stuff while we're there. Okay. Let's go in with a Luxie brush. I love the Luxie blending brushes. I just love their brushes in general. This is a tapered blending. $2.29. Sorry, I wiped off a lot of the stuff. All right. We are just going to kind of build a gradient. So we're going to go into Intense, and then we're going to go into Soul. I'm going to try to use as many of the colors in here as I possibly can. I'm going to do one eye on camera, and then I'll go do the other one off, and then we'll talk about it. I really kind of wanted to do eye swatches with this palette, but I wasn't sure if you guys liked that or not. Kind of like that girl Shay. I did that with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Carly Bible palette, and I didn't really get much feedback on like whether you like that style or not. So I'm just gonna go with the try it on style because that seems to be the best. All right, let's go in with our little pencil brush. We're gonna go in with that color Intense that we were just using. And we're gonna start to build along the bottom. if you're new to my channel, I am a hooded eye girl. And so the eyeshadow game is a struggle. I can't do that many different looks per se with my eye. It's not like I can just do a cut crease and go to town. I don't have any lid space, so that would require some lid space, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so we're just gonna go in here. Sorry, I know my mirror probably gets on your nerves, but there we go. All right. A little bit more here on the outer corner. This is really, really nice. This is her typical formula, just like all of her larger shadow palettes, which I have almost all of. Would you like to see a ranking my Natasha Denona palettes? Because I can. I have minis, I have 5 pans, I have the large ones, I have both the smaller ones. I love Natasha Denona. Okay. Soul, and we're just gonna go in a little bit lower with this. So nice. The quality is to die for. This and Jeffree Star formula are my favorites. If you have never used either one, you're missing out in life, like straight up you are. Just such good formulas. They definitely care, and you can tell. So little man got to go to Branson, and my older son and I are going to have dinner this next week, and we're gonna finish his paperwork so he can go to college. Soup's excited for that. It looks so good, like can't get over it good. All right, we're gonna go into a new brush, a Morphe E17. And I think now we're gonna go into the color Heart right here. And then we're gonna go into Heartbeat. No, yes, Heart, Heartbeat, and Trust, right? Or Heart, Trust, and Heartbeat. Heart, Trust, and Heartbeat. I don't know, this is tough because I want to use them all. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go into Heart and put that right in there. And this is the point where I kind of start to just go about halfway, because I'm going to put a shimmer on the lid on the inner corner type-ish. And it's not really going to matter because you're not going to be able to see it when I open my eye. But I do like to make it look nice and flush and delightful. So now we're going to go up another beat. We're going to go into Heartbeat, and we're going to do that same sort of zhuzh on that sort of outer corner and just blend it in nice. So we have a gradient. Everything looks beautiful. I was so glad when Friday got here. You ever just work with somebody and you're like, I don't know how you even are still breathing, walking around, and living, because you're literally like, I'm really trying not to be judgmental, but just, I would say ignorant, because I don't know if this person is dumb because I don't know them personally. But as a chef, if you can't follow a recipe properly, you probably shouldn't be a chef, because it's all about reading recipes. That's like the job, you know? I can't understand how somebody just like is so careless and so lazy and just doesn't care, you know? I just don't understand how, if you got into this line of work, you don't want to be the best and you don't want to succeed and like outdo everyone, because it's kind of the point of becoming a chef. Ask Bobby Flay. Ask Gordon Ramsay. Now I'm going in with the color Trust. Love this. This is so pretty. We're just going to go a little bit here on the outer corner, and we're going to give that eye a nice lift. Hanging low, nice lift. There's a nice color in here called Commitment, which is like a black with some shimmer in it. Maybe it's like a maroon. Purpley maroon. Everybody says it's black, but it's more like a purple maroon. That's very interesting. I'm not going to put it on my eye today, but I eventually will. So if you guys want to see more looks with this, let me know. I can be here for you. I love how her shadows create such a nice even gradient, and you really don't even have to try, you know, they just kind of dreamily go together. Okay. The one thing that I wish that this palette had was a red shimmer like this one. I know that my Pat McGrath palette has it, so if I ever get a hankering for it, I can reach into that and use it. And I actually think one of my Natasha Denona palettes has a red, but not this one. So let's see. Should we do, let's see. I don't know. Maybe we should do Pure Love or Giving or Transparent or Lifetime. Dun, 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 dun. How about we do Giving? I did not bring any MAC Fix Plus with me. I thought we could just use the eyeshadow the way that it is and see how blinding it gets. Per usual, I'll be using my Sigma E55 eye shading brush. And we're just gonna go into Giving. It picked up very beautifully. And we're going to pat this on instead of swipe so that we don't have as much fallout. And it's not really sticking all that well with the brush. So let's go in with the finger, which is normally how I do a shimmer anyway, especially Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona. Just a thing that I like to do. Pretty, so pretty. I kind of wanted to use Passion as well. I don't think I swatched it initially. No, I didn't. So it's like a nice, yes, maroon. And we're just gonna kind of go in over that and see. There we go. I just wanted it to be a little, I don't know, let's go back in with Giving because now I want it to be brighter on the inner corner. But I definitely like the darker. So I'm going to go back in with this little brush and we're going to go into Trust again. And I just want to make sure that that outer corner stays nice and matte and looks nice and shaded and keeps that lift that we were going for. Very minimal fallout. Let's go ahead and go in and wipe anything away. And that looks beautimous to me. So I'm gonna go finish my other eye off camera, and then I'm probably gonna use this because it matches what I'm wearing. This is Joyride by ColourPop. It is a gel pot liner. I got a bunch of these for Christmas. I love them so much. That and Call Me, a nice brown color. So I'm going to do a ColourPop video. I think I'll film it tomorrow, put it up Thursday, and then we'll go ahead and do the Will I Buy It on Tuesday and or anti-haul. I guess it just depends on what you guys think. And then we'll go ahead and blend this. Make it nice and seamless. Oh, let's talk intercorner. There's a nice blinding shade and then transparent. So I'm thinking let's go in with a little transparent on the inner corner if we can. And or let's go in with a little Mesmerize by Jacqueline Hill. A different brush might work better. Let's go in with my little Sephora number 18 that I always use. Yeah, and then we'll go same thing up here. The trick is whenever you have a hooded eye, you always want to kind of highlight the outer part of the brow because it gives that extra lift again. So my eyebrow looks so much more lifted and vibrant, and I love that. Okay, so finish the eyeshadow and liner. I did use this. And now we're going to go in with Bare Minerals Lashtopia. we're just gonna do a quick little coat and then put on some lipstick. We have some Jouer. What are they even called? In the color Bear. This is the lip cream. Oh God, I just got that everywhere. And wouldn't be a video if I didn't drop something. I didn't bring a lip liner because I wanted to see what it would work like without one. If it was going to go into my grandma lines or not. Oh, sorry. I do that a lot. And I'm also trying not to get it underneath my eyes, which I'm super hella good at. Or anywhere else on my face, because geez. That's one coat. Gotta love the Lashtopia. My wife and I were going to go to dinner tonight, but I think she's tired, and so she brought home some Arby's. I'm going to go have a French dip with some curly fries. I normally get potato cakes, but I was feeling like curly Q today. And then I'm going to try to get her to watch a movie with me, but she'll probably fall asleep per usual. I have been watching the HBO documentary, I Love You, Now Die. This girl, I can't remember her name because she's not memorable, talked her boyfriend, Conrad Roy, 2 years ago, into committing suicide. And it's basically like a documentary about the story, and it's really sad. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I think someone needs to be talking about this kid and the justice that he needs, you know what I mean? So I'm going to take my Luxie brush here and separate out my lashes. Oh my gosh, and then I just got mascara all over my face. How exciting! I need to go get a Q-tip. BRB. Love me. Okay, so 2 days before he went missing, she started telling her friends that he's missing and nobody knows where he is. Meanwhile, she's text messaging him, telling him, like, are you going to do it today? How are you going to do it? What's going on? Let me know when you're going to do it. So he carbon monoxide poisoned himself in the back of a Kmart parking lot, like behind the Kmart in the town that he lived in. And he got out after just a couple of minutes and was like, I can't do it. I don't think I can leave them. It hurts. You know, I don't want to do it. And she told him to get back in the truck right now and kill yourself. Meanwhile, she's texting the mom and the sister like, I don't know where he is. I'm sorry. Let me know when you find him. I haven't heard from him. I don't know anything. And she listened on the phone for 20 minutes while he struggled to breathe and cried and died. You know what I mean? And then she lied to the family like that. So I watched all of part 1. I'm ready for part 2. I watched all the news stuff that I could because I was just like, what the hell is going on with this? She got out in January on good behavior. So I don't even think she did a whole 2.5 years for sort of like coercing this boy into killing himself. So super sad. I'll keep you posted because I'm kind of obsessed with it. Kind of like, what was that girl's name? Brooke? Oh my God. How girls. The girl that killed her baby, like gave birth to it and then buried it in the backyard and then told her gynecologist about it, like the gynecologist wasn't going to tell anyone. All right, so this is lip cream. This is in the color Bear. This is by Jouer. The packaging is a little weird. It's got like a notch here that I don't quite understand, but let's go. I did get 2 lippies from ColourPop. I got the new Liquid Luxe in Can You Even, and then I also got Overexposed just to tint like lip crown or whatever. So I'll be doing a ColourPop video soon. Got some blush, got Peach, and of course the gel pot liners and stuff. So just some video ideas, stuff I haven't really talked about that I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go back to this, visit it, talk about it, show you guys. All right, This is a cream. It's quite creamy. It's not real liquidy. It's more of like a mousse. So I think you could wear it without a lip liner, unless you just like to have that gradient, and then you may want one. Does dry down nicely. It's a little sticky. I'd be curious to know if it dries down all the way or not. But yeah. Okay. I don't know. That's kind of like the same color, ain't it? Yeah, we're going to save that for another video. Screw that. Okay. So this is the finished look. I have not sprayed my face just because I'm at home. I'm not really going anywhere. I'm going to hang out with my wife. And then, of course, I will do a video on the Jouer under eye concealers and see which one's the best. So let's talk about it again. NATASHADENONA Cheek Love Love Glow. NATASHADENONA Love Glow Cheek Palette. Dun, 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 dun. So pretty. You guys already saw the swatches, what we're wearing. We're wearing 2 different colors on the cheeks. Dun, 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 dun. This is fabulous. I love her blushes. I've never, I've tried one highlight, which is, I'm not a super fan of. It kind of reminded me of the Fenty Beauty, like the one that's white. I don't know, what do they call it? How Many Carats? That's the one. And I'm not a fan of that one either. Tati made me buy it, but I do like these. I have both of these, and I don't have the Bronze and Glow one though. I really like my Hula Light and Physicians Formula from the drugstore. Those two are kind of like a, you know. And then for a palette, I like the Tarte Park Ave Princess. So I'm gonna stick to what I know and what I like, and not try to mess that up. The NATASHADENONA Love. This is her smaller palettes. These are the $65 ones, which is way better than $125 or $129. So if you're looking to try NATASHADENONA, I think that these size palettes are so good. The packaging is super chic. What I like about hers is that you can take the shadows out of the packaging that it comes in here, and you can transfer them. So if you have another one and you're like, you know what, I would like this color better in the other one, you can switch them out, and or you can put them in a Z palette to travel with if you just have a couple of favorites out of, you know, some of your palettes. So I do like that. On top of that, not just to take it out and put it in a Z palette or trade it out of another one, but if you wanted to rearrange the colors, if you want to do all your mattes and then run into the shimmers, you could also rearrange the palette. So I like that, because sometimes when you look at it, you're like, what look am I going to do? I appreciate palettes that like ABH does, because she does like color blocks. You know, you could use 3 or 4 and those go together, and then you go down and use 3 or 4 and those go together, you know, or you can mix and match. So I like the layout of most of the ABH palettes because they make sense as far as putting them on your eye and you don't have to think much. I'm a nice gradient person, so I like to use a lot of colors, going with some shimmer. I can't do a lot of different looks with my eye shape, but you know, I know it looks pretty good and what makes my eyes lifted up and whatnot. And so I'm going to stick to what I know until I learn something else. I have a couple of books in the Amazon cart that are like for hooded eyeshadow and stuff. I'm going to get some one day and I'm going to see what they're about. Overall though, this is classic NATASHADENONA formula. It does compare to the large palettes and the formula that's in there. I got Safari for Christmas / my birthday, and I've been using it with no problems. The grays, the greens, all the colors in there I love so much. It's an all matte palette. So if you like all mattes, you would probably really like that. I will do a ranking of my NATASHADENONA palettes and let you know why I like them and what I like about them, and how the formulas differ and whatnot. So If you don't already have your notification bell on, please do that. I do upload on every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, but I don't have like a regular upload time on those days. So if you ring the notification bell, then you'll get a notification once I upload that video. And then you don't have to keep wondering, when's it going to be uploaded? When's it going to be uploaded? You can also follow me on social media at J80KHill on Instagram, which will always be linked down below. And then I always let you know when the video is live over there. If you don't want to turn on a notification bell, but make sure you subscribe. Don't miss out. Come and hang out with me in the house. But that's really all I've got. I'll have a ColourPop coming at you, and I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna do an anti-haul or if I'm gonna do a will I buy it for Tuesday. So let me know how you feel about that. Sound off down below in the comments section. And if you have not yet, I have a giveaway going on for my subscribers. So check out that video, and that's it. If you were the first person to comment on my giveaway video, you will be featured here. Thank you so much for being loyal, having your notification bell on, being a subscriber, commenting, being the first to comment, and hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. So if you want to be featured in the next video, then go ahead and leave the first comment on this one, and you will be featured in the next one. So I'm gonna get out of here. Do good, be good. You are good. Bye.